now our game, or this little scene, we click the button and it goes to face animation 1. So we're going to create a button for each one of these animations. Let's turn this off. By the way, when you're in play mode, you cannot edit anything and it won't save. You can edit things, but then when you get out of play mode, those changes you made disappear, which could be useful in some ways. So, but anyway, okay. So what I think we need to do is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 animations. So we're going to need 5 triggers, right? So let's do face 4 and 5, face 4, and then face 5 for the other trigger. Okay, and I'm going to try to work in some fast ways here. Okay, so let's just go back to the scene view. You could switch from animator to scene view here. So on this button, I'm going to raise this button up higher, and I am just going to simply copy and paste this button, and I'm going to change this one to button 2, and I'm going to move it down. I'm going to edit the text to say Emoji To. Okay, and then let's just copy and paste this one and move it down, say Emoji 3 in the text here, Emoji 3. Okay. Oh, I don't want to hit enter because you'll see what happened to this right here. Put a space. So let's just do that. Let's change that button to button 3. Keep things organized. So I'm going to copy and paste this one and move it down, label it 4, button 4, and then open up the text, select the text, put 4, and then we are going to then do the 5th button. Command C, Command V. By the way, I've been pushing Command C, Command V on my keyboard. If you don't know how to copy and paste, that's how you do it. Okay, and then let's edit the code for these buttons, because each one of these buttons right now has this play face 1 function attached to it. So all of them will trigger the animation to play 1. Like if you keep clicking it, it triggers it to start at the first frame of that animation. Anyways, so let's edit our code. So we can double click the script here and open that up. And we're going to, some of you are actually editing with text editor, I noticed, and you can't just double click from Unity to open this. But as long as your code works, it works. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just gonna simply copy and paste again, show you how we could just, do some of the mundane things, just try to speed up our process. And by copying and pasting, and we can, and there's always different ways of writing code. You can, create a variable and just have one function, and then have like a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 get put into this. Anyway, we'll get to that later. So we got all these different play face scripts. So I'm going to save, and then when I come back here, it's probably going to take a second to recompile that script in Unity. So it's like doing its little Unity magic. And now when we select this button 2, let's change this to play face 2, and then let's change this to play face 3, and change this to play face 4. So each one of these functions is telling it to play the different to set the trigger to the different triggers. We could open up the animator, and it won't work until we do this. Good thing I opened up the animator. We need to select this any state and control click on the Mac, or right click if you have a right click button, and then right here we need to make this go to face 2, and here, so we have to control click on each one of these. I almost skipped this step, so good thing I opened up the animator. I was just doing it just to watch this change from trigger to trigger, and I forgot I hadn't done this part yet, so good thing we got into this window here. So face 5, and so let's push play now. Let's see if everything's set up correctly. So this little emote guy should be, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, All right, pretty cool. All right, so let's then go back to scene one. I'm gonna do like a little last couple of touch-up things here for this. I'm gonna move him here. You could, if you want to, make him a different size. That's probably better. And then in the canvas, I'm gonna control click, and you can put a UI image. Let's see what a panel does. So there's a panel that covered up everything. And this panel is stretching across the entire window. So no matter what window we set the size at, it's covering the entire thing. But we don't want it to be in front of everything. We want to put it behind. Now, first of all, though, I'm going to show you something. In this image here, the panel basically is just, it's an image. Okay, and then I'm going to change this color to black. And then this right here, this alpha, is like how see-through it is, how transparent or opaque it is. That's opaque, that's transparent. Opaque means you can't see through it. Now, watch this though. It's covering up and everything. So the way Unity renders, if everything's at the same XYZ coordinate, it renders from top to bottom. So this is the last thing it renders. So you can just simply drag it so that that is rendered first, and then everything else is rendered after it. And so now we have like a little background, I think, you know, to put behind this, and here we go. We have our little emoji game. Really fun, right? Yeah, click the buttons and make the face change. Okay. All right. Go ahead and have fun making that, and have fun.